Yo, what is up guys? Embergen here, and today I'm going to be ranking every single Black Ops 3 Zombies weapons from worst to best. Hopefully you guys like this video. If you do, leave a like, subscribe, and do all that good stuff. And without further ado, let's get into it. When ranking these guns, I'm not counting double pack-a-punch since that would make some guns way too OP. And also, I'm only ranking guns that you can edit in the armory, so I'm not including stuff like the PPSH or the Razorback or the Marshalls. I'm only including like guns that you can edit, so the official like BO3 guns that are on every map. Coming in dead last is the XM53, and it is a rocket launcher, so it's not too good unless it's BO4. But this is not BO4, this is Black Ops 3, so this shit is coming dead last. And people say you need PhD with this gun, but you really don't, because you shoot at your feet and it doesn't even red screen you. That's probably why it's actually so dog shit though. It doesn't even damage yourself barely. But realistically, you can get maybe like round 30, maybe fucking round 50 if you had gobblegums. But besides that, it's mid at best. And that's actually pretty good for the worst gun in the game. I'm only calling it mid. I'm not even calling it bad. Coming in the 24 and 23 spot is something that was pretty hard to rank, which is the M1911 and the MR6, because when you pack punch it, these guns are better than most guns, but also they do have a lot of fucking splash damage, and there's only one thing that stops splash damage, which is the gobblegum danger close. And if you're not using that, like the splash damage on these are fucking horrible. I could see an argument to even like put these all the way up in like number fucking 10 spot, like top 10 guns, but because they're just the starter weapons, I don't want to rank them that high, and plus I would just rather use bullet guns, so I'm ranking them here. Coming in number 22 spot is the Shiva, and the Shiva is kind of like the kid where, you know, he has kind of everything right. There's nothing completely wrong with him, but you still don't want to fucking hang out with him because you can tell there's something slightly off with him. You know, he doesn't have any fucking rocket launchers coming out of him, but he doesn't have anything good coming out of him either, so that's why I'm going to have to rank it at the number 22 spot. I mean, oh dear God. The fact that I even have to look at this gun is terrible in itself. This gun is genuinely ugly, and it's the Pharaoh. I don't even care if I am saying that right or not, but this gun, a fucking burst pit. Like, I can't tell if this is a pistol or SMG. It is ranked as a pistol, but it looks more like an SMG. This thing is complete fucking dog shit. Anybody that would even dare to pick this up genuinely has to be, like, stupid. I mean, just look at it. It's an ugly fucking gun. It looks like the VMP's disabled little brother. So that's why I'm going to have to put it in the number 21 spot. Coming in number 20 spot is the SVG 100. And this gun is not dog shit, but it does smell like it though. So it's not completely bad, but it is a bolt action sniper. And if you want to use a bolt action sniper, the Locust is 10 times better since it actually shoots harder and it shoots faster. So there's no reason to absolutely grab this. This thing is just, I guess I can give it props for it looking cool. And, you know, it's really cool when you reload it. But besides that, you know, it smells like dog shit. Coming in number 19 spot is the Gorgon. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And the Gorgon reminds me of a fat guy at a barbecue, where he might be a little funny and have some redeeming qualities, but the annoying parts of him way much outweigh the good parts. This gun is good, does a lot of damage to the head. This gun actually one-shots to the head for a really long time, especially if you pack-a-punch it. But like I said with the barbecue fat guy analogy, is that all the annoying parts of this gun, like being incredibly fucking slow, you know, it just completely ruins this gun. So I would never pick this gun up, to be honest, unless I'm just like wanting to use something different. But like I said, it's a fat guy as a gun. Coming in number 18 spot is the Elcar 9. And I like the Elcar 9 because of the mobility, and it is a good point gun. If you're running a trap strat, like on Kino for example, you're going to pick up this gun just so you can get like extra points because, you know, it's cheap, it's got not a lot of ammo, but it's got enough ammo and it shoots fast. So besides that, it is like a shitty gun, and you would never catch me pack-a-punching it, but it actually does have its usefulness to it where it does actually do something. Coming in the number 17 spot is the first gun on this list so far that you would actually use quite often, which is the RK5. And even though you might not be caught pack-a-punching this thing quite often, and there's actually probably quite a few people that's never pack-a-punched this thing, but it is an amazing gun at the start. Like, the burst one-shots until like round 4 to the head, which is actually pretty damn good. And, you know, I always like, you know, you get to round 3 and then you shoot the zombies with a burst and then you knife them. That's a great way to get points. Best point gun out of any wall gun. I mean, it's just a GOAT. Like, you can't really say much else about it. It's amazing. And unlike the Pharaoh, where like the burst is annoying, I don't mind the burst on this, since like pretty much every burst just comes right after the other one. There's no cooldown. Coming in number 16 spot is the Argus, and I actually used to really love the Argus. I barely use it anymore, but back in the day, I used to train with this gun on Shino Numa by the Flogger Trap. There was a wall by towards the hut, and I would just sit there and train until like maybe around 20. It is a half decent gun for not being Pack-a-Punch. You know, it actually has pretty good one-shot head potential, and it does shoot from pretty far, but that doesn't matter too much in zombies. The gun is all around, you know, mid. I actually do quite like it. It is a fun gun to use, and it's the first gun on this list that I would actually like Pack-a-Punch and use for fun and have fun. Breaking into the number 15 spot is the Locust, and the Locust is the first gun on this list where I actually would want to use it, especially on maps like Shadows of Evil and Nocturne Tone, because in Shadows of Evil, it's probably the best early gun you can get out the pods, besides the like purple ones where you get like the Man of War and the ray gun. And on Nocturne Tone, you can train with this thing pretty well on Noct if you buy it at the cabinet. Besides that, there's not really too much to say. It is like a good gun to use, and it's also good on Revelations against the Marquez, but all around, like, I genuinely actually do really like this gun. Coming in number 14 spot is the Weevil, and I used to actually really like this gun. Don't know why, probably because it looks like the P90, but besides it looking cool, it's not dog shit. I won't say it's dog shit, but it's an okay weapon. It's definitely the worst of guns that are viable. But when I shoot the zombies, even when this thing's Pack-a-Punch, I feel like this thing doesn't even do anything around 20. So I'm going to have to rank it here because, you know, it's not that good. Coming in number 13 spot is the Vesper, which is, in my opinion, the first like actual good gun on this list. The Vesper feels pretty good. It is decent for points, especially, but, you know, if you get this thing on early round, it actually, without Pack-a-Punch, I think it can maybe get to you like, you know, around 20. It is a decent gun. It is a wall gun on a lot of maps, so that also helps its case too. And like when I'm using this gun, I feel good. I feel like I can actually do something with it, especially when it's Pack-a-Punch. It's genuinely, it's a good gun. It's a good gun. I like it. Coming in the number 12 spot is the HVK, and this is actually one of my most used guns, even though I do rank it pretty low, is because of the Shadows of Evil round 100 strat. It is a gun that I would use quite a bit. You know, you put Blast Furnace on that thing or Dead Wire. Actually, no, you have to use Blast Furnace or else it won't regenerate your sword. But it is a gun that I do hold close to me because I have used it a lot. Like, I probably have like 50 hours of gameplay just with this gun, not even including the Apocalypse Servant. And it is, I think on PC, it is my most kills with any gun since, you know, Shadows of Evil's goated map. So that's why I'm going to have to put it here in the number 12 spot. You know, not too bad, not too good. Coming in number 11 spot is the 48 Dredge. And this is one of my least used guns, but it is pretty decent. You know, if I get out the box on round 7 on Origins, you know, I'm going to be pretty happy because it does do good work against Panzers and other bosses. But besides that, there's not really too much to even say about it. It's mid, it's a burst. I'm going to be honest, halfway through I realized I forgot about the M8A7 and the VMP. So what would have been the number 10 spot? I'm actually going back to the number 12 spot, which is the VMP. I mean, all around the VMP, it's an okay gun. The only real memory that I have about it is watching Mystery Lexify on the first day of Black Ops 3. I don't know if it was the first day, but he tried using the VMP thinking to be as good as Thompson, but, you know, it's just not. But besides that, it's an okay gun. It does do the work pretty well. And coming in at the number 11 spot, again, another 11 spot, is the Kuda. I mean, can't really say too much wrong about the Kuda. It's good. It's a bit better than the VMP in my opinion because it has less recoil, and it's just, I feel like it has better mobility. But besides that, it's just the VMP, but a little better. So actually breaking into the top 10 this time is the M8A7. The M8A7 is a gun that I would actually fucking never use, but it actually does do half decent. The map you would probably use this on the most is to Rise and Drac with the round 100 strat. If you put Dead Wire on that thing, that's where you'd probably use it the most. Besides that, I wouldn't really use this gun too much. Coming to number 9 spot is the BRM, and I feel like this gun is terribly overrated because like any casual that like you play on the Giants with, for example, they'll want to camp on the catwalk and you ask them what gun they want to use and they're like, the BR11, that's the, I said BR11, I mean BRM, that's the best gun in the game, you know, no, there's nothing better. And, you know, they must be brain dead or something because this gun, like, it is good, but like when I shoot it, it's incredibly overrated. It's like, I don't even know what I'm shooting. I'm shooting mid bullets. That's the only way I can explain it. Mid bullets. But also you can get a wall buy of this under Rise and Drag, so there is that. Coming in number 8 spot, which is probably the most recognizable gun in all of Black Ops 3, is the KN-44. I like to use this gun on Ascension and a few other maps, but Ascension is the main map I would be using this because you buy it down by Pack-a-Punch and then you bring it up to the round 100 strat and you put either Turnt or Deadwire on it, and it does work pretty well. I also do use it on Moon. Most people might not use it on Moon, so it's not as much needed as it is on Ascension. You know, you can put Deadwire on that and you're screwing up that astronaut. It is all around like a good gun, but like there's actually no but to it. It's actually a really good gun. It's just that like all the guns from here on now are like insane guns, like really good. Coming in at the number 7 spot is the ICR, and it is pretty much one of the greatest wall guns you can buy ever in zombies. It's pretty much the M27 from BO2, but as wall gun, which makes it insane. You know, you buy this thing on Kino and you can train up to like round 40, and I'm not even talking with double Pack-a-Punch. You can train with just this gun. You know, obviously you need double tap 2.0 and Pack-a-Punch, but this gun is insane for being an assault rifle on the wall. I love this gun. Like my friend, I used to use a KN-44 all the time, but then my friend said, no, don't use that. Use the ICR. And I was like, nah, dude, look at it. It's dog shit. Look at it. It's ugly. And then, you know, I started using that thing, and holy shit, this gun, chef kiss. I love it. You know, honestly, if I could, I would kiss this gun. Coming in number 6 spot is the Brecci. And if there was no gobble gum in this game, I would probably actually put this gun in the top 5 because I do like it better than the Haymaker if you're playing like no gobble gums. But whenever you have gobble gums, the Haymaker is obviously better because, you know, it's a fucking Haymaker. But the Brecci does carry a lot more ammo than the Haymaker, and it also doesn't shoot the bullets out as fast. Like the actual bullets do more damage, so you're getting more bang for your buck. So that's why I'm gonna have to put in the number 6 spot, sadly, even though in my opinion with no gobble gum it is a top 5 gun. Breaking into the top 5 is the Man O' War, and this is the best assault rifle in BO3 zombies. I mean, this thing is insane. If you have double tap 2.0 and it's Pack-a-Punched, this thing can genuinely take you to round 50 as long as you don't run out of ammo on it, and you probably won't because this gun does have a shit ton of ammo. As long as you have alchemical, which as long as you're like level 35, which probably everybody is, you can use the alchemical, and that would keep you afloat for a while. You know, maybe you could even get to like round 60 with this thing. Like, this gun is genuinely insane. I used to like not really care for it, but then once I actually tried using it on like round 45, my mind was blown. It's insane. Coming in number 4 spot, what used to be my favorite gun in BO3 zombies is the Dingo. This gun is insane. Even though it looks huge, it doesn't tamper with your mobility at all. And, you know, tons of ammo in the reserve, tons of ammo in the actual mag itself. This thing, you know, there's no recoil to it or anything. It's amazing. I love the iron set on it. Does so much damage, shoots fast. It's amazing. And it also looks like a beast too. I just love the look of it too, even though it does look like it's from like Titanfall. But that's why I'm gonna have to put in the number 4 spot. It's an amazing gun all around, and I love it. Coming in number 3 spot is the Draken, and this gun is amazing. The only problem I have with it is that, like, unlike the Haymaker, it doesn't shoot incredibly fast. Like, it does destroy bosses, but like if the Panzers chase me, I have to turn around, and it takes like it takes a second to aim at it. Like, I can't just like hip fire this thing, and that's the only like real negative of it. If you're camping, this is probably actually the best gun in the game, and it also isn't a wall gun though, so you can run out of ammo on it. Coming in number 2 spot, like I was talking about in the number 3 spot, is the Haymaker, and this gun absolutely destroys. This is probably the best gun for bosses. Like, if you're gonna get like set up well, destroys Panzers, destroys Margwas, destroys everything. The only negative of this gun, actually no, there's 2 negatives actually. The 2 negatives of this gun is barely has any ammo. So if you don't have Gobblegum, you're screwed. You're going to Pack-a-Punch this gun, and you're going to have to replace it in 5 minutes. But the main problem with this gun is that the reason it's not number 1 spot is because it is not a wall gun. So that takes me over to the number 1 spot, which is the KRM. This is the best gun in BO3 zombies, and the main reason for that is because it's a wall weapon. actually, whenever you don't have this thing pack a punch, it is a good gun still, but it's mid. But when you pack a punch this thing, the fire rate goes so much faster on it. Pow, 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 pow. You're gonna destroy any zombie in your path. And you can pump as much ammo into the boss as you want. You know why? Because you do a few trains, you go around, you buy more ammo for it. It's a wall gun. It's probably the greatest wall gun ever in any Call of Duty Zombies game, genuinely. So anyways, this is going to be the end of the video, and if you guys did enjoy this video, like would be gratefully appreciated, and subscribe would be absolutely amazing. And anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.